In this lecture, we will talk about quadratic functions and their graphs. Let's look at the first example, y equals x squared. So if we let x be negative 2, you plug in here. X is negative 2. Negative 2 squared is 4. You plug in negative 1 here. Negative 1 squared, which is negative 1 times negative 1, gives us positive 1. If you plug in 0 here, 0 squared is 0 times 0, which is 0. You plug in 1 here, 1 squared is 1 times 1, so which is 1. Plug in 2 here, not 2 squared. Plug in 2 then. Plug in 2 here, so 2 squared is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. So then we have 5 points, negative 2, 4, negative 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 4. X equals negative 2, y is 4. Horizontal line is x-axis. X is negative 2, y is 4. So here we then have a negative 2, positive 4. Now, negative 1, 1. X is negative 1, y is 1. So this is another point, the second point. X is 0, y is 0, so 0, 0, the origin. X is 1, y is 1, so x is 1 here, y is 1, so 1, 1, this point. And then x equals 2, y is 4. And then we have x equals 2 here, y is 4 this high. So x, 1, 2, and y, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2, 4, the fifth point. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Connect those 5 points by a smooth curve. So then we will have the picture. Okay? This one is called parabola. Parabola. Now, look at this one. Y equals x minus 2. Here I chose let x be different values. You may say, why do you let x be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4? There is a reason for this. After I showed you, then you can see. Look, you plug in 0 here, 0 minus negative 2 squared. 0 minus negative 2 is negative 2 squared. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Okay? You plug in 1 here. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. Then you square it. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. You plug in 2 here. 2 minus 2 is 0. 0 squared is 0. You plug in 3 here. 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 squared is 1 times 1. So you have a 1. You plug in 4 here. 4 minus 2 is 2. Square it, which is 4. So you have a 0, 4, 1, 1, 2, 0, 3, 1, 4, 4. 0, 4. X is 0, y is 4. So 0, 4 is this point on the y-axis. 1, 1 is the second point. X is 1, y is 1. X is 1, x is 2, y is 0. So x goes to 1, 2 units. Y is 0, so y didn't move. So 2, 0 is right here. X is 3, y is 1. 3, 1, x is 1, 2, 3, and y 1 unit up. So 3, 1 is this point. And 4, 4 is this point. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 units to the right, 4 units up, 4, 4. Again, you connect those 5 points, then you have a smooth curve. You can see this graph is 2 units from this graph to the right. The vertex was right here, now 2 units to the right. Okay, 2 units to the right. The rest of them are the same. So you can see here is 4, here is 4, here is 1, here is 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 4, 4. But in order to get 4, here x has to be 0. In order to get 4, here x has to be negative 2. So you see from negative 2 to 0 is 2 units to the right. In order to have the same value 4. Okay? And here is the same thing. In order to get 1 for value y, it was negative 1 right here. Now it is 1, so it should be here. From negative 1 to positive 1, 2 units to the right. Okay? For the same value y. And here you can see when x is 0, you have a y is 0. But when x is 2, plug in here, 2 minus 2 is 0. So 0 squared is 0. So then your vertex in this case is 2, 0. In this case is 0, 0. Okay, so it's 2 units for this one to the right, from this point to the right-hand side. Be careful, here is negative, so it shifts to the positive direction. 2 units to the right. Now, here we have a plus 1 there. Okay, so you can see you plug in 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And then you plug in the value right here. You only need to do is add 1 on that. Okay? So 4 add 1, added by 1, you have 5. 1 add on that, you have a 2. 1 add on 0, you have a 1. 1 add on 1, you have a 2. 1 add on 4, you have a 5. So for the same x value, you see right here, y value is different, which is 1 unit up. Okay, you see 5 is 1 greater than 4, 2 is 1 greater than 1. So in this case, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, you don't change that, but the value y's are different. Okay, from 4 to 5. So previously we have a 0, 4, now is 0, 5. So 0, 5 is right here. And 1, 1, it was like that. Now it's 1, 2. So 1, 2 is right here. X is 1, y is 2 here. Okay. 2, 1, it was 2, 0, now 1 unit up. 0 plus 1. So 2, 1. 2, 1 right here. 1, 2 units to the right for x. Y is 1, so right here. This is the vertex. Alright. X is 3. Added 1 on that, so your y is 2. So 3, 2 is 1, 2, 3, and then 2 units up. Okay? And right here you have a x is 4, y is 5. 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Y is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have that. Okay? So if you connect those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points, then you'll get a smooth curve. Alright? Now, this graph is actually, if you want to start from the beginning, that's 2 units to the right because of minus 2. Positive direction, 2 units to the right. And add 1 unit up. You see the vertex, it was here, 1 unit up. 1 unit up here. Okay? 1, 1, now it's 1, 2. 0, 4, now it's 0, 5. Okay? 3, 1, now it's 3, 2. 4, 4, now it's 4, 5. So 1 unit up. Be careful right here. Minus 2, positive direction, plus 1, positive direction for y. If here were minus 1, then of course, every value here will be subtracted by 1. So the picture would be 1 unit down. If here were negative 1, then the picture would be 1 unit down. Would be different. If here were plus, you can try yourself, that would be 2 units to the left instead of 2 units to the right. Okay? Now, let's look at the last picture. The last one is y minus negative 1/3 times x minus 2, then squared. For this one, you can see if we let x be different values, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see all of them 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And here we have a minus 2, minus 2, minus 2. We can be sure the graph from there to here, we have a 2 units to the right, is for sure. So, now every value right here has to be divided by negative 3. Okay? You plug in 0 here, you have the parentheses, that's 4. So divided by negative 3, we have negative 4 over 3. You plug in 1 here, inside the parentheses is 1 minus 2 squared. 1 minus 2 squared. We have a coefficient negative 1/3, so it's divided by negative 3. So it's this 1 divided by negative 3. You have a negative 1/3. Now you plug in 2 here. 2 minus 2 is 0. And divided by negative 3, you have a 0. You plug in 3 here. 3 minus 2 squared is 1. 3 minus 2 squared is 1. Divided by negative 3, you have a negative 1/3. So it's actually each value right here divided by negative 3. You see x equals 4, plug in here. 4 minus 2 is 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. Then you square it, you have a 4. So it's actually 4 divided by negative 3. You have a negative 4/3. Okay? So you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. It's basically each value right here again divided by negative 3. So we plug in all those 5 points. 0, negative 4/3. Okay? That would be here. X is 0, y is negative 4/3. It was positive 4 there. 4 divided by negative 3, so you got the point right here. Instead of there, flip it down to here. Okay? Now, 1 negative 1/3, x is 1, it was value for y value, it was 1. Now divided by negative 3, so you have a negative 1/3. So x is 1, y is negative 1/3. Right here. 1, flip it down, this is 1 unit. Okay? So 1/3 is roughly here. So negative 1/3 is this point. X is 2, y is 0. 1, 2. Y is 0, so still the vertex is the same vertex. So it's like you flip this graph down here. Okay? And then right here, x is 3, negative 1/3. X equals 3, y was 1, 3, 1. Now we need to flip it first, and then divide it, shorten the unit. Okay? That would be negative 1/3. 3, negative 1/3. X is 1, 2, 3. Y is negative 1/3. Here is negative 1/3 is roughly here. So 3, negative 1/3 is this point. Now, x is 4, y is negative 4/3. X is 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. X is 4, y was 4. Now, y was 4 here, the second 4, divided by negative 3, negative, you flip it down, divided by 3, you shorten the negative 4 to negative 4/3. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4 for x. Value y is negative 4/3. That's negative 1 and a negative 1/3. Negative 1 is here, and then add another 1/3. So it's roughly here, the fifth point. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. We connect it, is like that. So you can see this picture with the negative sign in front of it means this picture needs to be flipped. And then divided by this 3, you have to flat this curve. It was like that. Now you have to flat it. Means the open direction right here, the open range is wider. Okay? It's like a ball like that. If you have the coefficient negative 1/3, then the picture will be like from here to here, like that. Okay? So, those 4 pictures are very typical. Now, original picture, and then -2, shift to the right, positive direction. If we're plus, then to the left. And here, +1 for y, 1 unit up. If negative, then we should have a 1 unit down, if negative 1. Now here is negative 1/3, negative 1/3, negative, you will flip the picture, and then 3 on denominator will make the this coefficient is less than 1. Okay, then you will flatten this graph. Means the picture open range is wider. Now there are 2 comments right here. One is for that. Sometimes your function is given x² minus 4x plus 4. You want to change this into complete square. To that way, x minus 2 squared is a complete square. So if you remember, for the complete square, is this coefficient divided by 2, you have a that, and then you square. The constant you need is this constant squared. So exactly if you are given x² minus 4x plus 4, then the complete square will be x minus 2 squared. So this is the one. If you are given the one like this, you need to change this one to complete square, and draw this picture is easier. sometimes your picture is not given in this way. Your function is given like x squared minus 4x plus 5. Okay, without these red numbers here. Just 4x squared minus x squared minus 4x plus 5. Okay, like that. Okay, how to change x squared minus 4x plus 5 to that thing? You know, again, here should be 4 divided by 2, you get complete square. And then you square this 2, you have a 4 here. Okay? Originally, we just have a x squared minus 4x plus 5. You add a 4 here, you have to minus 4 to cancel this 4, because originally we don't have a 4 here. Originally, we just have x squared minus 4x plus 5. If you add 4 here, you have to minus 4. Okay, this will keep the original equation equivalent to the one we have here. Alright, we have a 5 here. Negative 4 plus 5 is 1. So 1, 1. Okay, they are the same. And then you can change this equation from x squared minus 4x plus 5 to x minus 2 squared plus 1. Okay? Alright. So please review this lecture. I will see you next time.